Mic check, test. Can you guys hear me? Bugatti.
Previously on Kimba TV. You see this 33 million, okay? Somebody or a group of people opened 33 million worth of longs here. So he is trapped because if he had closed, the open interest would be down here. This guy, all of these guys are pretty much underwater. You can see this guy opened it somewhere in this candle. So even if we give him the benefit of the doubt and he opened right here, he's barely break even right now.
All right, I gotta be quiet because baby girl is still sleeping. But how we doing, motherfuckers? Yeah, man, we juicing, my boy, we juicing. Good morning. How we doing? Kanaki says, I miss bottom and retest on golden pocket. That's okay. So this is what I would say. Yeah, I'm in a long, but there's a couple of ways that I would think about this. You know what I might do, you guys? I might do like a late night stream later tonight when I get back home, but most likely we'll regroup tomorrow morning early. Levels to the upside would be like 61.5, 61.6. Okay, so if you are in a long, an interesting level to think about. And then I wouldn't be surprised if this comes and cleans the 57.5. Alrighty? Forget this. I'm sure everybody can see this. That's gonna get swept. That's gonna get swept. That's gonna get swept. All right, so still there, but the math is the math. Yeah, baby bull div. This is exactly what we talked about yesterday. You don't have longs opening here. So the chances of it sweeping lower. Golden pocket instead. Leon says this could dump on market open. Yeah, this could do this could do that. It really just comes down to, can you read data correctly? Yeah, so what do we always say, Leon? It's easy to be right in the wrong way in this game. This can only go up or down. Sounds good. Soto Risotto, for a 57.5 long is better. Don't grab the CME gap or the single print now. That won't really matter too much. The single prints and the CME gap, it won't really matter too much. Iruzi says, thoughts on a possible failed auction here? No, probably, I doubt. But wouldn't this already be the failed auction, brother? So the failed auction would confirm once it makes a local higher high, because that means that this turned into support. But nah, I would yeah, be careful about that. So yeah, getting to like the point of control at 61.6, you know, still maintaining the hidden bear div. Anchor VWAP is also up there too. So some 61.6, 61.5, 61.4, interesting level. Possible head short. TP some of your longs. But yeah, that point of control is obviously an interesting area. You don't have shorts trapped though, right? You don't have shorts trapped, which is what you would usually want to see. So, but yeah, so 57.5, cleaning all of those lows down there would be the most ideal situation. You guys can already see it. Would still love to clean that, clean that, clean that. Would be nice. All right. But I am already in a little bit of a long there. And then this could be an interesting area like we talked about for a potential short. All right. Dragon King says about 61.6. What would we want to see in the data? Top longer entering maybe? No, not necessarily. That would help Dragon, but in this scenario, I think squeezing all the shorts would be better. So here's the thing, Dragon King. I'm sure you can already see it. But what would be the edge that you would want? Are you already seeing this? Are you already seeing that, brother? Okay, so the hidden is starting to kind of show up. Okay, do you know what would be the most ideal thing that happens? So, Dragon King, a hidden bear div, a hidden divergence in general means that it's going to resume the original trend. So if the original trend is to dump, then what you would ideally want to see is all the shorts to get stopped out. If a hidden div is the resumption of the original trend, then you want the original trend betters to get stopped out. So that's what I mean by you don't really have that many shorts to squeeze. So that could be one sort of argument to say, hey, maybe we don't even get up that high. So do you remember what I said yesterday? Don't just be looking at Bybit, look at Binance, look at CME, and try to quantify exactly how many shorts are trapped where. Obviously, make sure that you have CVD confluence, okay? So if that is the high, that is the CVD. Alrighty, so you theoretically don't have a CVD div yet. All right, but if this goes and this overcompensates, then you probably will. So I would probably head short there. Okay, Dragon King, if the data look good. But don't forget this exact moment. What I would want you to focus a little bit more on is when you start to see hidden bear divs or regular bear divs or hidden bull divs or regular bull divs, I want you to start to pay attention to the open interest and what happens to the positions. That'll probably help you out even more because I want you to see it for yourself, okay? That's awesome. I closed the short at 58, opened a 6.6 long with a stop at 76. That's awesome. I pretty much did the same thing. Llama Joan, we talked about yesterday how if you do see longs opening at the bottom, then most likely you're going to see one more sweep and some sort of bear bull div structure. You didn't get longs opening here, okay? Which means that golden pocket or even 786 long attempt here is okay with a stop loss at a lower low. Yeah, but this is what I would say, Llama Joan, is the lows are not great. This by itself is good, okay? However, that collectively is not good.
So you've got that low, you've got that low, and now you have this low, okay? All of this is primed to get swept. So do you remember this box that we had? This is still in play. My long will be 300, 400 Bitcoin. My long from here right now is 100. So there's, I would go much bigger if it was here. Alrighty. So just be aware of those shitty lows. They're probably going to get swept. But that doesn't mean that this isn't worth taking a long, because that's a nice little buy tail, golden pocket. So you did good. Do I think enough shorts are trapped? No. So most likely, I don't think this is the like generational long bottom. Alrighty, so always be thinking worst case scenario. Assume you're gonna get round tripped, so when it does happen, you're not like on the verge of freaking out. Okay, make sure you shave some profits. Yeah, I think that's about it. We got all those longs liquidated and stopped out. It did leave individually a good buying tail, but collectively that's kind of a weak and poor low, so most likely going to get swept. If this does make it all the way to like 61.5, 61.6, which is the point of control, depending on the data, you may want to shave a significant portion of the long or think about a head short. Obviously, we talked about like what kind of open interest you would want, and then like the div. Do you remember when I was like, yo, if that 63 doesn't hold, you're probably going to go to 58? Do you remember when I was saying that a couple days ago? It's a similar sort of volume node like that. Do you remember when I said like mid-30s? It could take time, Rico, but do you remember when I was talking about, yo, if that 63 doesn't hold, maybe the 60s levels you could entertain, but I really don't think it would hold and it would go to 58? That's the exact kind of structure with 47. If you can't swing that 49, 47 and get right back into that value area low, yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. You might be looking at mid-30s, Rico. So, it's not like you're going to have to figure it out on your own. We're going to see it together, okay? Let's go. Iruzi says, what kind of pullback would you say is acceptable here for the 58.5 long? So this is already making higher highs and higher lows. Okay? So you're asking me if I can long this again. You do not. This low needs to be higher than this, and this high should be higher than this. It has to contain structure. Yeah. So if you're not in a long right now, maybe there's like a volume node right here that you could potentially chase, but you're not going to miss anything too much. So don't, I think it says more if you can just accept the fact that maybe you got left behind or you're okay with not chasing it than being so try hard and trying to get back in on every trade that you missed. So, I mean, how many of y'all were like, fuck, man, I missed the 60K long last week? You know? I bet there were a lot of motherfuckers talking about, oh, Kimba, fuck, I missed the long, man. Hey, is it too late to long? Is it too late to long? Fuck. Right? And look, we're right back at 58. So, and I don't want to say I'm pretty sure, but 57.5 sweep looks really good. So don't be the guy that's like, yo, can I, what about this long right here, Kimba? What about this long? You know? I wouldn't really be surprised if it did some shit like this, to be honest. So yeah, don't be too caught up trying to get back in along, okay? So
It was more for invalidation, but I feel you. Yeah. So, I'm sure there's some people doing stuff like this, brother. And in this move, the volume is all right around here. So I would say this block, maybe, and then let's see what it is on the smaller time frame. Yeah, there you go. So if you go back that low, though, it's not that bullish for you. So I would just think that the structure has to hold. And remember the things we talked about, like there may not be enough shorts trapped. So yeah, I don't know if you really want to go lower than daily open. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for stopping in early. You guys are the fucking best. If you showed up late or you're behind, the VOD should be available, and the YouTube highlights for the last 2 days are available as well. Everybody juicing? Have a great day, y'all. I'm excited to see how everybody's doing tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, y'all. We'll be right back.